ArmorEpoxy Job on a Pallet. ArmorUltra 3-Layer Epoxy System Installation Guide. ArmorUltra is a commercial-grade 3-layer epoxy coating system designed for the toughest environments. Change your floor from this to this. The ArmorUltra system arrives on a pallet at your door with all the materials needed for the installation. Depending on the job size, we recommend at least 2 people to install this system. Please take time to read the instructions for additional information, along with tips to make your new floor turn out perfect. Here are some tips before application. 1. Additional items needed are an electric power drill and a painter's pole. 2. Keep materials out of the sun and in a cool environment before application. 3. The application temperature should be between 45 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit and humidity below 90%. 4. You can install the floor in sections as long as the mix ratios are followed per each coating. The most critical step in the process is to have a clean, well-prepared surface, free of debris, oil-curing compounds, sealers, and loose paints. Even new concrete must be clear to remove dirt, dust, and salts that form as concrete cures. After emptying the space, scrape or sand off any surface debris, such as putty, paint, oil, or dirt, so that the surface is smooth and even. If the floor has previous paint on it, we recommend grinding the coating off with a mechanical grinder. You can use a hose with a nozzle or a pressure washer to flush the entire area. Make sure you remove all the dirt and debris from the floor. Add the acid etch to water in a pail and mix. Use the muriatic acid solution by diluting the acid 4 parts of water to 1 part muriatic acid in a large empty 5-gallon pail. While wet, spread your etching solution over the area to be coated. Use a broom and scrub the surface. You may notice some light foaming or bubbling, which is normal. Fill in any cracks by using the 2-part crack filler offered by ArmorEpoxy. Mix the A and B and use a putty knife to push the crack repair. Push the putty into the cracks and smooth out. You can apply the epoxy on immediately after, even if the cracks are still curing. Using masking tape or duct tape, mask any areas you don't want coated, such as perimeter edges around the room and beyond where a door meets another room or the outside. The first coat is the 2-part epoxy primer. Mix the primer according to the ratio listed on the box. It requires thorough mixing of Part A and Part B components for material to properly cure. Mix components for 2 to 3 minutes. Do not mix more than you can apply within a 30 to 45 minute time frame. Mixing can be done provided by the metal mixer included in the kit by using an electric drill on a medium-high speed. Pour puddles of the epoxy primer on the floor and roll the coating out. Wait for the floor to dry. The primer should be dry to the touch within 2 to 6 hours, depending on the temperature. If the floor is not dry, wait for the floor to fully dry before applying the second coat. The second coat is ArmorUltra 100% Solids High Build Epoxy. This coat will give the floor a solid thickness and build. This product is a fast curing product, so only mix up as much as you can apply in a half hour or the coating will become tacky and hard to spread evenly. Mix ratio is 2 to 1. Mix Part A and Part B components for 2 to 3 minutes on medium to high speed with an electric drill and metal mixer for material to properly cure. Use the spiked shoes to walk and pour the epoxy on the floor in puddles. Use the squeegee to push the epoxy around. And use the roller to backroll it and even it out. Wait for the floor to dry overnight. If the floor is not completely dry, wait until the coating is fully cured before applying the top coat. The third coat is the ArmorUltra 2-part military-grade top coat. ArmorUltra Top Coat is a 2 to 1 mix ratio. Mix the Part A and Part B together for 2 to 3 minutes. The UltraWear non-skid additive gets mixed into the top coat at this point before applying it to the floor. UltraWear is mixed in at 1/2 to 1 pint per gallon. Pour a small amount of mixed top coat either into a pan or directly on the floor. Roll out the top coat on the floor in a consistent pattern. Continually mix the UltraWear in the bucket while applying, since it is heavy and can sink out of suspension. Wait for the top coat to dry overnight. We recommend light foot traffic within 14 to 24 hours and 3 to 5 days for the floor to fully cure. Extreme temperatures can speed up curing times. ArmorEpoxy's ArmorUltra system is easy to maintain throughout periodic mopping with non-bleach household detergent solution and rinsing with clear water.